YouTube, what are you waiting for? I'm Josh Sawicki. I'm asking you today why you're waiting to get sober. Aren't you tired of being sick and tired? How terrible is that? How terrible is it to wake up every single day and still feel like crap? I knew when I was getting sober, I was throwing up every single day and I had to do everything in my ability to get out of bed. It took the life out of me. Well, it takes a toll on your body and your overall well-being. It takes a toll on you physically, it takes a toll on you mentally. So you're tired of being sick and tired, so stop waiting and get sober. It gives you mental clarity. Once you're out of that haze and that brain fog, you get to be truly present in this life. And there's nothing like it. When that haze, that fog, that mentalness that was just unclear, it finally gave way and I was able to actually be in the moment and understand what I was doing and what I wanted to do and what I wanted to accomplish. I finally felt like I was living instead of just existing. I was present. I was actually in the moment. Whereas before I was just there, existing. Well, why else are you waiting? Because once you get sober, you get your finances into place. Everything comes together when you're sober. You know, when you are drinking or using drugs or anything along those lines, you're spending money because it costs money to buy the alcohol or buy the drugs. But not only that, you're spending money and little things that you don't even realize because you're not tracking your money as well either. When I finally got sober, I was able to create a budget and stick to it. That was the greatest part of it all, is that I noticed that I was able to start keeping money rather than just losing it. I bought small, stupid little things here and there. And then, if you go to the store and you're drunk, then you're not really watching what you're buying and you buy $200 worth of groceries and you don't use them. And so it just ends up being so wasteful. Not just that, you are not as clear in tracking everything. So you're not making sure that you're investing properly. You're not making sure that you're actually sticking to the budget that you keep. And you're just making poor financial decisions, if you're even making financial decisions at all. So what are you waiting for? Don't you want a little bit more money in your pocket? You get your control back. You get to control your life. How amazing is that? There's not much you can control in life, but if there is one thing you can control, it is picking that drink up. And picking up that drink is the worst decision you're ever going to make. And so being able to take back and get control of your life and determine what your destiny is going to be, you are super empowered. You can't even imagine. You get your time back. Every night I drank, I went to bed and I couldn't remember what I did sometimes, or I just felt like I had just wasted my night again and again and again. Well, when you stop drinking, you have so much more time to do anything that you want to do. And the days go slower. So whereas before, I remember it'd be a weekend and I'd wake up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock or whatever it was. And by the time I was starting to feel okay, I would start drinking again, like 7, 8 o'clock at night. Well, now I wake up at a reasonable hour. I have the entire day and I get to go do things that I love to do. I work out. I'll go on a hike if I want to go on a hike. I'll go down to the beach. Whatever it is, I get to go do it because I'm not hungover and I feel great. It's amazing to take back that control and to increase that time I never had before. I love it. I love it. You get to live and you get to stop missing out. You start to create more meaningful relationships. You start to go more important events in life. You start to get promotions. You don't miss out on the little things in life that you were always missing out on. Things would pass you by. You would miss events. You would not be invited to events because you were an embarrassment. You didn't create those deep emotional connections because you didn't have any emotion, because the emotion was all tied up into just getting drunk or high, whatever it was. So you get to start to live and you don't miss out on life anymore. You're not just existing. You're not just there. You are. You get to move forward and create the life that you finally want to live. There's more self-discovery. You finally learn what you love and what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. You start to get interests. You start to get interested in things. There's things that you realize that you love that you never realized that you actually enjoyed. I thought I hated to exercise. I love it. It's one of my favorite things to do. I was always interested in like space and time and physics, but I never actually understood it. I still don't understand it. I never will. But I started to read more books on it. I started to read more books about space and the universe and the creation of the universe and how physics works and how space and time and gravity are all related. But I never would have picked any of that up. I started researching animal emotions. I never thought that I would care anything about animal emotions, but come to find out, it's something I'm very interested in. I think that animals are just non-human people. I think they each have their own personality, especially the more intelligent ones. And I'm talking sea mammals. I'm talking, the great apes, chimpanzees, silverback gorillas. I'm talking elephants. All of them. Even crows are very intelligent as well. Ravens. So animal emotions is something I became interested in, but I didn't know it before. Finally, you get your happiness. You finally get to be happy. Because we all know that when you're drunk and you're not sober and you're in that wrong state of mind, you're not happy. You're the most unhappy, miserable SOB that ever walked the entire face of the earth. You hate everything. You hate everyone. Everything is a nuisance until you can pick up that drink, and that's when you're happiest. So you finally can be happy without being a slave to that bottle. Happiness. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling to smile, to feel joy. It also is a good thing to feel pain, to empathize, to have sympathy. They're all emotions that you get to experience again. So stop waiting, get sober. If you need help with it, reach out to me. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to talk to you about it. But just stop waiting and start doing. Hit the subscribe button. I'll see you next time.